Hello children. So today I am going to almost try to finish this chapter. Yesterday we have started with the endocrine system, endocrine control and coordination or chemical control and coordination. Initial introduction was given, and then we have done the hypothalamus, we have done pituitary, then we have done thyroid, and we have done parathyroid. Today we are starting with the thymus. Thymus is a gland which is found in the chest region under the sternum. Okay, this is the bone here, sternum के नीचे है, in the ventral side of the ventricle of the heart. Okay, now thymus is actually related with providing immunity. Immunity बोले तो आजकल काफ़ी सारा शोर मच रहा है ना? That is because of the corona, and we all, even the smallest of small child who is just of 3 or 4 years, he also know what is immunity, है ना? Immunity booster, immunity this, that we had immunity and vaccine immunity and this and that, so much of noise we are talking about. The immunity is because of the thymus. There are two type of organs, primary lymphocyte structure in our body. One is the bone marrow and second is thymus. So bone marrow is the one, there are some lymphocytes which are matured, that is all the lymphocytes are actually produced in the bone marrow only. But some of them are matured in the bone marrow, they are called B lymphocyte, and the other one are matured in the thymus, they are called T lymphocyte. T lymphocyte are responsible for two important things. First is the cell mediated immunity. Cell mediated immunity is that is the differentiation of our body and the foreign body. Suppose any foreign body enters in our body or they are grafted. Suppose someone is implanted with the kidney or the heart, valve or cornea or any other part, skin and all, then our body can recognize that this is not a part of our body, and then it will start damaging. No, of course it is the negative function. We don't want that to happen because here we intensely taken some external part. But suppose some foreign body enters, suppose some bee sting is there, or suppose some thorn is pierced into our body and it is broken inside. So since the thorn is not our body's part, the T lymphocytes will recognize it, and then they will develop a pus sort of thing, and from that it is ejected out. Okay, so that is the important function. In addition, thymus cells also promote the production of antibody mediated antibody, that is humoral immunity. Now यहाँ पे जो second function है वो उसका memory से, that is we know that whenever our body encounter with certain foreign pathogens, then our body may develop antibodies against it. And once the encounter, that is the foreign bodies are over, the antibodies will be degenerated, or they may be kept forever, or they may be degenerated after some time. But the T lymphocyte remembers that, it memorizes that if such type of antibodies antigen will come, then what type of antibody has to be made. So the second attack will be tackled in a short period. Okay, so that is again a function of T lymphocyte. The T lymphocytes, two important function we are done. That is the part of thymus. Thymus, as we know that with the age it goes on decreasing and degenerating. As a result, you see that in the old age number of problems are there. The people in the old age are weak, whereas the children, they are very having too much of resistance against most of the diseases. That is because of the bigger size of thymus gland in the children. But as the age passes, in the old age, the thymus gland highly reduces, and because of that, the immunity is badly affected. Next is adrenal gland. Above renal means kidney ke upar. Now if you see in this diagram, page number, this is page number 336. So you can see figure number 22.4. There is a kidney is shown, and on the kidney yellow color cap-like structure is given. This cap-like structure is adrenal gland. Now adrenal gland itself is, if we see the cross section in the B diagram of that 22.4, if we see there are two parts are given, yellow color outer one and the pinkish color inner one. The outer one is cortex and the inner one is medulla. Both cortex and medulla are secreting different type of hormones. The cortex are actually induced by the adrenal ACTH of the pituitary, adrenal corticotropin, not pituitary, that is hypothalamic hormone. Okay, the adrenocorticotropin releasing hormone from hypothalamus will induce pituitary, and pituitary will release adrenocorticotropins, and these corticotropins will secrete cortisols from here. There are three types of cortisols. Okay, cortisols, mineralocortisols, glucocortisols, and sex cortisols or gonadocortisols. Gonadocortisols. So three types of cortisols are there. Now, cortisols are responsible for maintaining the mineral content, sodium, potassium content mainly, okay, and calcium up to a great extent. So they are actually maintained. Their metabolism is controlled by mineralocorticoids. Yeah, and the second one is glucocorticoids. Glucocorticoids, as the name indicates, glucose. It is something related with glucose. So the blood glucose level is maintained by this. Okay. Now we have already studied that insulin is a hormone. In the following section we will study insulin is a hormone which is actually maintaining the blood glucose level. That is, when there is excess of glucose, that will be converted into glycogen under the influence of insulin. And if the blood glucose level falls, then the glycogen will be broken and the glucose will be added. That is between insulin and glucose only. But what happens if the glucose level falls and there is no glycogen also in the body? Then there may be a possibility that the person may get fainted, or he may die, he may go in coma. So there is another arrangement which is found, that is the proteins or the lipids can also be converted into carbohydrates. So this is called the conversion of glycogen into glucose is called glucogenesis, whereas conversion of lipids or amino acids, that is the fats, into lipids, amino acids, fats that into glucose is known as gluconeogenesis. Okay, that is naya glucose banaya, which was not there in the form of glucose, but it is now developed from the proteins or carbohydrate. So these actually are regulated by the glucocorticoid. So the metabolism of the proteins, fats and carbohydrates, all three are regulated by glucocorticoid. And the third one is gonadocortisols, which is actually responsible for upkeepment of the sex organs, the functioning of the reproductive organs. That is, along with the FSH, LH, the other hormones are also there. So they are additional hormones, mineralocortisols, glucocortisols and gonadocortisols. They are in addition to there some other hormones which are there, which are regulating them. Okay, so these are there. Now medulla that secretes two hormones, that is adrenaline or epinephrine, and noradrenaline, that is norepinephrine. Okay, now adrenaline you already studied in the class 10th. Adrenaline is a hormone of emergency in us. Okay, emergency hormone. Why emergency hormone? That is, in case of emergency, in case of stress, in case of problem, in case of need of excess energy, this hormone is released. And this hormone, what it does, it promotes the metabolism, and it supplies the extra blood to the skeletal muscles from the smooth muscles. So suppose you are in a danger, suppose you are standing and suddenly a wild animal attacks you or it comes running after you, then what will you do? You will try to save your life by running from that scene. So you have to run means you require more energy to the skeletal muscle, that is the legs and the hands muscles, naturally you want to run. So in that case, the supply from the smooth muscle, that is the digestive system, will be directed toward the skeletal muscles, so that there is more energy and more oxygen and more food will be available to these muscles, and you will get more energy and you can save yourself. So we have already studied in the class 10, that is the adrenaline and noradrenaline. Actually they are hormone of 3F, the fight, flight and fear, fight and flight. Okay. So whenever we are facing the fearsome situation, we have to get prepared either for the two things, either to fight or to flight from there. Okay. So these three, that is things, 3F, they are actually controlled by it. So now suppose when you want to run, जब आप दौड़ना चाहेंगे, जब आप भागना चाहेंगे तो क्या होगा? मोर एनर्जी मीन्स मोर मेटाबॉलिज्म मीन्स इंक्रीज इन द बॉडी टेम्परेचर एंड एट द सेम टाइम स्वेटिंग, एट द सेम टाइम रेजिंग ऑफ द हेयर. So all those things will be there, increase breath rate, increase heart rate, all these things, and these are the sign of fear also. So that is whenever you are come across a dangerous animal, you get fear, all these phenomena are there. Your heartbeat will increase, your that is respiratory rate will increase, you will start perspiring, your hair will raise, and this is also giving a sign to those animals that this person is afraid, and then it will be easy for them to attack. ठीक है, तो ये एक ऐसी सिचुएशन है विच इज़ बेनिफिशियल ऑल्सो एंड विच इज़ गिविंग अ सिग्नल टू द अदर एनिमल्स कि ये तो डर गया है ना. तो ये दोनों एंड दिस हार्मोन इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर दोज टाइप ऑफ थिंग्स. अगर आपने सुना हो वो लाइट डिटेक्टर मशीन, सो लाइट डिटेक्टर्स एंड ऑल आर एक्चुअली बेस्ड ऑन दिस टाइप ऑफ एक्टिविटीज ओनली. ठीक है, वेयर द आइरिस pupil the thing expansion and relaxation is monitored, heartbeat are monitored, the blood circulatory rate is monitored, oxygen level is monitored. ठीक है, breathing rate is monitored, and what you call perspiration rate, it is monitored. Hair raising phenomena are raised. These all are things are monitored, and by which we come to know that whether the person is lying or whether the person is saying correct. Okay, now adrenal cortex can be divided into 3 zones which is given there, that is the reticuloids, that is inner layer, zona fascicular, that is the middle layer, and the zona glomerulosa, that is the outer layer, and they are all together secreting hormone. They are called cortical hormone or cortisols. Cortisols के मैंने अभी आपको नाम बता दिया, I already given you the functions of that. So now I am not going to discuss about this. Now the next gland is pancreas. Pancreas is the second largest gland of our body, which is located in the C-shaped turn of the stomach and the duodenum. उसके बीच में ये लगा, it is leaf-shaped gland, and it is a gland which is endocrine as well as exocrine in nature. Its exocrine secretion includes enzymes, which are digestive enzymes, which include trypsin, chymotrypsin, trypsinogen, amylase, and etc. They are the enzymes which are secreted, which are carried to the digestive system with the help of duct. And the endocrine secretion include 2 hormones, 2 very important hormones. One is insulin, the second is glucagon. Insulin is actually responsible for conversion of the glucose, excess of glucose to glycogen, which can be stored in the body and can be used where and when required. Whereas the glucagon is an enzyme, which a hormone which is responsible for conversion of stored glycogen, breaks it and convert it into glucose. Okay, so this is a reversible process. Now the pancreas is a special type of cells called, that is islet of Langerhans. Islet of Langerhans are of 2 types, rather there are 3 types, but the third one is not given, that is the alpha and beta. Alpha one जो होती है, they secrete hormone called glucagon. Beta is secreting hormone insulin. So that's all about this. Okay, the third one is somatostatin, which we'll study later. Okay, so now there are 2 important terms given there. See, glucagon act mainly on the liver cells, that is the hepatocytes, and stimulate glycogenolysis, resulting in the increased blood sugar level. Now increased blood sugar level is termed by hyperglycemia, and when the blood sugar level falls below a set point, then it is called hyperglycemic hormone. So I just now I said that is the glucagon जो है, that is breaking the glycogen and adding glucose, that is called hyperglycemic. और अगर वो उल्टा कर रहा उसका, that is the blood sugar level को लेस कर रहा होगा, then it is called hypoglycemic. Okay, that's all. और डायबिटीज़ मेलिटस अपन पढ़ ही चुके हैं, डायबिटीज़ इंसिपिडिस अपन पढ़ ही चुके हैं. नेक्स्ट हार्मोन की बात करते हैं. दैट नेक्स्ट ग्लैंड इज टेस्टिस. टेस्टिस इज ऑल्सो द मिक्स्ड ग्लैंड. मिक्स्ड ग्लैंड मीन्स दैट इज इट इज हैविंग एंडोक्राइन एज वेल एज एक्सोक्राइन secretion. Endocrine secretion of the testis is hormone testosterone, which is produced by the cells of the what you call interstitial cells of the lady, whereas that is exocrine secretion is sperm. So let us talk about it. That is, a pair of testes are present in the scrotal sac in the male individual, and the testes perform function of the primary sex organ as well as in the endocrine gland. This is composed of seminiferous tubule है ना, दैट इज स्ट्रोमल और इंटरस्टिशियल सेल्स। तो दो तरह की सेल्स हो गए इसमें, एक सेमिनिफरस ट्यूब्यूल की सेल्स हैं, दे आर एक्चुअली प्रोड्यूसिंग स्पर्म्स, दे आर एक्सोक्राइन, एंड द इंटरस्टिशियल टिश्यू which will be producing a hormone called testosterone. The Leydig cells or interstitial cells which are present in the intercellular space produce a group of hormones, they are called androgen, mainly testosterone. Androgens are responsible to bring about the secondary sexual changes in the man, ठीक है। तो वहाँ पे वो जो है मर्द मेन लाइक जैसे करेक्टर वो डेवलप करेगा, मुस्टासेस, शर्ट, बियर्ड एंड एग्रेसिवनेस एंड दिस एडम्स एप्पल एंड मस्कुलाइन बॉडी एंड ऑल जो भी है, ठीक है। तो दीज ऑल चेंजेस आर सीन in the male because of this androgen hormone. The androgen regulates the development and maturation of function of the male accessory sex organ like epididymis, vas deferens, seminal vesicle, prostate gland, urethra, etc. These hormones stimulate muscular growth of the facial and axillary hair, aggressiveness, low pitch voice. Androgen plays a major role in stimulatory role in the process of spermatogenesis. तो spermatogenesis को भी यही promote करेंगे, that is the production of this sperm. Androgen act on the central nervous system and influence the male sexual behavior, that is known as libido, ठीक है, libido. And these hormones produce anabolic, that is the synthetic effect on the protein and carbohydrate metabolism. That's all about that. Now let's come to the another mixed gland, that is called ovary. Ovaries are found in the female, ovaries are found in pair, one in each side, that is the left and right, ठीक है। Next to the that is kidneys, they are located, or they are also responsible for the secretion of two important hormones. They are known as estrogen and progesterone. Okay, now whereas the progesterone is mainly responsible for the maintenance of pregnancy, estrogen is responsible for the upkeepment of the female reproductive system. So let us talk about it. The female have a pair of ovaries located in the abdomen. Ovaries is प्राइमरी सेक्स ऑर्गन इन द फीमेल टू प्रोड्यूस ओवा, और मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल इससे रेगुलेट होगी ना। इन एडिशन ओवरी ऑल्सो प्रोड्यूसेस टू ग्रुप ऑफ स्टेरॉइड हार्मोन कॉल्ड एस्ट्रोजन एंड प्रोजेस्टेरोन. Ovary is composed of ovarian follicle and stromal tissue, and estrogen are synthesized and secreted mainly by growing ovarian follicle. तो ovarian follicle जो है they will producing estrogen. After ovulation rupture, then the corpus luteum is formed, which is actually responsible for progesterone. ओके, नाउ कॉर्पस ल्यूटियम क्या है? दैट इज व्हेन द ग्राफिन फॉलिकल्स जो है उसके अंदर एक जो है व्हेन इट मैच्योर्स, LH हार्मोन विल बी सीक्रेटेड एंड द ओवा विल बी रिलीज. एंड नाउ वंस द ओवा इज रिलीज, देयर इज अ वेकेंट स्ट्रक्चर लेफ्ट देयर, दैट इज कॉल्ड कॉर्पस ल्यूटियम, वेयर द कॉर्पस come from the dead body and luteum comes from the white or colorless body part. So white colorless body part from where the hormone is secreted is called progesterone. Now estrogen produces wide range of actions that stimulate the growth and and activities of the female secondary sex organ development and the growth of the ovarian follicle, appearance of the female sexual characters जो आप जानते हैं, high pitch voice है, development of mammary glands है. Estrogen also regulate the female sexual behavior. Okay, and one of that is maintenance of the menstrual cycle. Progesterone जो है that supports pregnancy. Progesterone also act on the mammary glands and stimulate the formation of alveoli. So these are the various. So we have studied that. I'll throw light on the three type of glands here, that is the exocrine gland, endocrine gland and the heterocrine gland. Heterocrine कह दो, मिक्स कह दो, जो भी है, ठीक है. तो exocrine gland, as I said, exocrine gland जो होती हैं वो कौन सी होती है? They are those which are secreting other than hormone. हार्मोन के अलावा सब चीज सीक्रेट करेंगे. तो हम यहाँ पे exocrine and these are endocrine and these are mixed or heterocrine. Properties. The basic difference is on the drugs. Drugs exocrine में present रहती है. Here it is absent, and here since they are mixed तो होगी भी और ना भी होगी, ठीक है। तो इसमें एक्सोक्राइन में प्रेजेंट होगी एंड एंडोक्राइन में एब्सेंट। तो बोथ इट इज, बोथ आर प्रेजेंट। नाउ सेकंड, इसके सीक्रेशंस क्या हैं अदर देन हार्मोन्स? ये हार्मोन, ये बोथ। थर्ड, नंबर कितने होते हैं? दे आर मेनी, there are many such glands, there are few such glands, and it is देखा only that is कौन सी है? You can say pancreas, testis and ovaries, ठीक है। चौथा, लोकेशन, एक्सोक्राइन आर लोकेटेड close to the site of action, ठीक है। Suppose the tear glands are here and they have to secrete their urine. Salivary gland in the mouth and they have to secrete their urine. All the other mucous glands वहीं पे और वहीं डालना। All the enzyme glands which are there, they are only there secreting. So they are right. And they are usually located far. और फिर वो तो दोनों ही हैं, ठीक है। ना मिक्स तो मिक्स ही नहीं चलेगी। The next one is the quantity of secretion. इसका क्वांटिटी यूजुअली large. A girl can cry for no, it's not necessary that only girls cry. One can cry for a long time and can shed large amount of tears. आराम से आप चम्मच भर के जो है tears इकट्ठे कर सकते हैं। Saliva, same, milk, breast milk, ठीक है। So much of the cow and all that they are giving even 18-20 liters milk at a time. All these are exocrine. Endocrine is micrograms. They are mixed. तो उसके एक्सोक्राइन वाला कुछ और करेंगे, एंडोक्राइन वाले कुछ करेंगे, ठीक है। तो ये क्वांटिटी हो गई। देन द हार्मोन्स दे आर द मैसेंजर। तो अगर आप फंक्शंस लेंगे, इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द फंक्शंस, तो इसके क्या लिमिटेड फंक्शंस हैं एंड जो भी है पर्टिकुलर केस में टीयर हैज गॉट फंक्शन ऑफ क्लीनिंग द आईज एंड कीपिंग द आईज वेट, whereas the milk has secretion of milk secretion is actually meant for what you call feeding the young one, whereas all the digestive enzymes which are there in the digestive system, they are providing the enzymes which are responsible for the digestion, ठीक है। and sweat which is found throughout the body, they are actually to keep the body cool and removal of some type of waste, and similarly that any other type of gland which you can see, sebaceous gland which secretes oil and keep the smooth skin, ठीक है। तो वो सारे जो हैं they are exocrine gland, their functions are different. Endocrine system जो है they are actually meant for control and coordination, ठीक है। एंड वहाँ पे दोनों तरह के फंक्शंस रहेंगे। देयर कंट्रोल इज नॉट बेस्ड ऑन फीडबैक, whereas hormones are all controlled by the feedback mechanism. ठीक है, चलिए एग्जाम्पल मैंने आपको बताया, टीयर ग्लैंड, sebaceous gland, sweat gland, then what you call breast, mammary gland you can say. अच्छा नहीं लगता ये वर्ड, और mammary gland ये भी है. दिस इज अगेन अ वेरी साइकोलॉजी, नो, इट्स ऑल अ साइकोलॉजी. अगर हम किसी से पूछें, कोई उर्दू पढ़ रहा होगा तो वो तो यही बोलेगा तेरे बाप का नाम क्या है. लेकिन हम किसी से पूछ लें वो व्हाट इज योर फादर्स नेम, अगर हमने ये इसकी जगह ये पूछ लिया तेरे बाप का नाम क्या है, तेरे पापा का नाम क्या है, तो पीपल से सर आप कितनी हार्श लैंग्वेज बोल रहे हो. व्हाट इज हार्श इन दिस? इट इज़ आर परसीव, व्हाट वी परसीव, दैट इज द okay. So ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, breast is breast only and you can call it a mammary gland or you can call it a breast or whatever it is. ठीक है. Then the salivary glands and all the digestive glands. Okay. Endocrine के अंदर कौन से आएंगे? We have studied in this chapter. We have studied from the hypothalamus to pituitary to what do you call thyroid, parathyroid, thymus to pancreas to testes and ovaries. एंड अगर हम उसके अलग से बात कर रहे हैं मिक्स वाले की, तो वहाँ इन तीन के नाम आपको पहले देख चुके थे. सो दैट इज द टेबल ऑफ डिफरेंस दैट यू लर्न. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज hormones of heart, kidneys and gastrointestinal tract. So they are again a very important thing. Heart secrete a hormone called ANF, anti-natriuretic factor. This hormone is actually responsible for the reducing the function of aldosterone and bringing the blood pressure to normal. ठीक है. एल्डोस्टेरोन जो है that constrict the arteries and it increases the blood pressure. तो ये उसके अगेंस्ट काम करेंगे. ठीक है. तो ये डिक्रीज करेंगे ना. इसके बाद जो दे रखी है then glomerular cells of the kidney, they were secreting a hormone called renin, and renin was responsible for what, for the conversion of what was the name? Okay, so I was saying here, so renin was responsible for converting the angiotensin 1 into angiotensin 2, and angiotensin 2 was ultimately controlling or inducing the secretion of aldosterone. So that was the kidneys function as a endocrine. No. Then we have studied the gastrointestinal tract of our body also has got number of hormones secreted, and then many of them are there. That is, one is the gastrin, then second is secretin, and then third one is cholecytokinin. Okay, gastrin and the gastrin inhibitory peptide. Now gastrin act on the gastric glands to stimulate the secretion of hydrochloric acid and pepsinogen when the food reaches there. As long as food is not there, this hormone will not be secreted, and these HCl and pepsinogen will not be secreted. So it is a way of protection that the self digestion of our own system, our own body part. Okay, then the second one is secretin. Secretin is acting on the acts as a exocrine pancreas and stimulate the secretion of the water and bicarbonate ions, so that when the food reaches in the what you call duodenum, the effect of the HCl acid will be minimized, that will be diluted, and then it will be converted to the basic medium, so that the digestive enzymes of the what you call pancreas can work there. Okay, so that is the function of secretin. Then CCK is the third hormone. CCK act both on the pancreas and the gallbladder to secrete their secretion respectively. That is, from the gallbladder it will help in the secretion of bile juice, and the pancreas it will secrete the pancreatic enzymes. And the fourth one is GIP. GIP, that is the gastric inhibitory peptide. This is responsible for secretion of that is stopping or inhibiting the function of digestive enzymes. So these are the various type of functions of the additional glands which are functioning something else, but they are also endocrine in nature. The last one is the mechanism of the hormone action. Now, how do hormones work? Before starting this, we must see that hormones are mainly categorized into two types. One is the water soluble and the second is the fat soluble. So those hormones which are fat soluble, for them there is no problem. They will come out of the cell membrane and they can easily cross it, because membrane itself is made up of lipid bilayer, so it can easily cross. Then it comes to the nuclear membrane, it can easily cross it, and it will directly go into the part of the DNA where it will combine with it. 5 minutes. So then it will combine with the DNA and it will show its action. Okay. Whereas on the other hand, that the water soluble enzymes, for them there is a special receptors found in the cell membrane, and when they come there, then only they can cross through. So for the receptor, like see the figure number 22.5a. This is actually showing the water soluble one. The hormone FSH is there. Now FSH will come onto the receptor. Receptor will do some conformational changes. Then it will induce primary response 1. The primary response 1 will again second messenger it will secrete. That is called cyclic AMP and calcium. That will then change the biochemical response, and ultimately it go to show a particular type of change in the body. So these two diagrams you can see, where the second one is estrogen. Estrogen is a fat soluble, it is actually a cholesterol base, so it can easily cross. See, there is no receptor required, and the same way it will be crossing the nuclear membrane also. So these are the things, and now this page number 340, first, second, third, fourth type of hormones which are given, that is the peptide, polypeptide, protein type of hormones. उनके नाम दिए हैं: इंसुलिन, ग्लूकागॉन, pituitary hormones and hypothalamic hormones. They all are peptide based. Then steroid based है, cortisol, testosterone, estrogen, progesterone and all. ठीक है. Then iodine based जो है वो iodothyronines, that is triiodothyronine and tetraiodothyronine. And the fourth one is the amino acid based, that is epinephrine. So that's all, children, and with this we come to the end of the chapter. And now my last chapter and the very important chapter is the biomolecule, which I start on Monday. Please pay attention, see the videos. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Good day, children.